Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Görgött. This episode is gonna be another one in this basic series that I've done. I've done some different stocks, vegetable, chicken, and so on. It's gonna be fries, French fries. And I think these are the best French fries. I didn't come up with a recipe. I saw it somewhere, I don't remember. A Swedish guy who did it many years ago, but they're really good. And the trick to it is to boil the potatoes first, boil the fries first in salt water and vinegar, or salted water and vinegar. It's about a tablespoon per liter of water. So I prepared that there actually. And then once you boil them, you let them rest for 20 minutes, pat them off, dry them. And then a first deep fat fry at 160 degrees for about 3 minutes. Then you leave them to rest a bit, pat them dry, and then you freeze them. And that's really important because then they get really crunchy. So first deep fat fry, then freeze. You need to probably freeze at least 2 hours. And once you've done that, you can do the second deep fat fry at 180 degrees to get them golden, nicely brown and crunchy. So that's what we'll be doing today. Now, there's not that much of ingredients to show you, so I'm not going to cut to the ingredient shot. Well, I could show you the potatoes. This is what they look like. But let's just cut them up and let's start with that. I really don't mind some of the peel on, so I'm just going to kind of shape them and then leave the rest of the peel on. So, and I like fries that are just, I would say, just under a centimeter thick. Now you can do this to your own liking. So these are the kind of fries that I like. And I'm leaving the peel on the ends here because I like it and I'm lazy. If you don't like it and you're not lazy, just peel your potatoes. So do that to all your potatoes, and then we're actually, well, I'll show you how much it is, and then we'll switch to that. But cut your potatoes. Now when it comes to type of potato, I mean, there's so many kind of local varieties, right? So just get what you can find. Doesn't really matter which variety, but it's important that it's Floury potato. I think that's what you call it in English. Yeah, Floury potato. And it needs to be a Floury potato kind. Now we've cut all our potatoes. We put it in there, boil it for 8 minutes about. They shouldn't start cracking, but 8 minutes is a good kind of estimate. So I'll do that, and then we'll come back once those 8 minutes are over, because it's not that interesting to see potatoes boiling in water, right? So we'll switch there when we deep fat fry. I'll see you in about 8 minutes. Our potatoes are ready. They're boiled for 8 minutes. I prepared a towel, as you can see there, to dry them off on. It's a little bit hot. Got a towel. Try to get as much water out as possible. And then we just try to spread them out a bit. Now, I'm not a physicist, but apparently the point of the vinegar in the water is that you can boil them for longer without them falling apart. So it kind of, for some reason, keeps the structure. At least that's my understanding. But if I'm wrong, leave a comment. Now we'll leave them to cool for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, we'll get our oil warm, 160 degrees. And then after that, we can do the first deep fat fry. So see you in 20 minutes. So I use one of these just to check, and it's up to 160 degrees. But if you don't have one, don't worry, just kind of stick a wooden spoon in or something, and if it bubbles, you're pretty much good to go. Now it's quite a lot, so I will have to do this in different batches. probably do 3 batches, but we'll just start with the first one. And be careful, the oil is really hot. And 3 minutes. So I'll set the timer. I'll see you in 3 minutes. I prepared some kitchen paper here. It's just to lift out the fries onto so that that can suck up the oil. Because it would be a shame to put it on a cloth towel. So just prepare something like this and take the fries out after 3 minutes. I'm not filming this from up close because it's not that exciting. They're not going to get a nice color yet. But I'll film it up close when we do the last fry. That's 3 minutes. Get yourself one of these straining ladles and lift the fries up to the kitchen paper. Now we'll do all the batches and I'll talk to you again in a couple of minutes once they're done. See you then. All of our fries on kitchen towels. So I had to do it in 3 batches. And then kitchen towel on top just to dry them off on top as well. Now, this is the good part about this French fries recipe. If you've done this, freeze them. And that means you can cook these the day before, a week before, or even a month before. So you can have these in the freezer, and then you just have to throw them in at 180 degrees, and you have beautiful fries. So that's what I really like about this. You can kind of prepare in advance, and you don't have to do everything last minute. But let this cool a bit. The first batch is quite cold, so I will actually pack that. Just take a freezing bag and put them in there. I mean, these fries are already cooked, right? So you can eat them. But the consistency is not very nice. Yeah, so I will wait for the others to cool, probably about 10-15 minutes, and put them in the freezer. I would say they need at least 2 to 3 hours. So I guess I'll see you in about 2.5 to 3 hours. See you then. I don't have time to wait much longer. They've only been in the freezer for 2 hours. Better would be a bit longer. But the oil is getting warm. And my daughter wants fries, so let's move over to the stove and do the last deep fat frying. So our oil is up to 180. Got everything in without splashing, which is good. Get some movement in there. And at least another 3 minutes, but now we'll go by the eye when we kind of like the color of them. Ideal is to get the heat up to about 190 or so before you put them in, because the heat drops obviously when you put in the cold fries. For me, these are pretty perfect now. Golden brown. But again, this is individual taste, right? So take yours when you feel the color is right. I will get them all up on the paper and then we'll give them a try. Our golden brown fries. Now what's left is to just toss them with some salt. Obviously this is the point in time where you can do your own twist. My daughter, for instance, loves it with a bit of truffle oil and salt and some grated Parmesan. I'm kind of an old school guy. I prefer them with just salt. Make sure they get a good toss. That salt gets everywhere. Now we just have to serve them up and give it a try. And now we just have to serve them up and try them. But before we do that, if you stuck with me this far, there must have been something you enjoyed about this episode, and I sure hope you did. And if so, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button below, and let me know in the comments, what did you like, what did you not like, what would you like to see in the future? Show some support. Now let's serve them up and taste them. I'll just serve them in a normal bowl. Get them all in there. One for me. Beautiful bowl of fries. As you saw, I cheated a bit. I'll try the small piece. I'll try another one. I don't know if the microphone can pick up that it's nice and crunchy. Try to do it like this. Perfect. For me, the best fries you can make. And as you saw, it's really easy, and you can even prepare it days, even weeks in advance. Or you spend a couple of hours and make a big batch, and then you have for a couple of months in the freezer, and you just need to take out portions when you need it. I think it's a good basic to know. It's a good basic to have in your repertoire. Goes great with a lot of things. Steak, even potentially seafood. It's vegetarian. You can just eat it like that. But that's it for today. Another one of my basic kitchen basics or cooking basics. I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to support the channel if you haven't done so yet. Click that subscribe button, check that bell icon to get notifications. That's it. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.